We are back. Today we're gonna be showing you guys a little strategy, little camping strategy to get to round 50 and get you a ton of XP relatively easily. Now, what I'm about to show you guys reminds me a lot of the catwalk on Darius. And back in Black Ops 3, when they had the giant, I would pretty much just run the catwalk strategy until around 30 or 40 to get the maximum amount of XP per game and then just leave and do it all over again. I feel like this strategy in the future is going to be not as iconic as that, obviously, but for this game will probably be equivalent to the Black Ops 3 catwalk XP grind. So we're going to show you how to do it today. It's really simple. All you need is the marksman ray gun, the yellow ray gun, the poison ray gun, whatever you want to call it, doesn't matter. We're going to be using blast traps, decoy grenades. You can use pretty much any equipment. You could use C4s too. These will almost serve as the bouncing betties that we used to use in the catwalk strat, so it'll be kind of nice to have just in case you get overran. I don't know if you could really get to pass around like 60 or 50 without it being super sketchy. We could try it today, but it seems like the XP drop-off pretty much happens at around 55 anyways, so it's not like going to round 100 is going to get you that much more XP anyways. So, you know, if you're trying to push for Master Prestige, this is going to be a good way to do it, and it won't take you super long. I probably could throw on Rampage Inducer right now. I don't see why we wouldn't do that. Okay, I did it. Sweet. I'm also using the AMX, trying to get this thing opal. This gun is so powerful. One of the best ARs, probably the best AR in the game right now, at least that I've been using. I think it's fantastic. Oh, we need to start looking for plants. Also, if you know how to build the ray gun and don't want to watch me do this whole thing, I'll have, oh Jesus, I'll have time markers, timestamps on the YouTube video, and you can kind of just skip through until the strategy starts if you already kind of know what you're doing at this point. But we'll show, for those who don't really know what they're doing on this map or are relatively new, we can kind of show them how to do this, get it all set up, but it's relatively simple. Okay, we probably want to save one here. Oh, I think I did not save one. Whatever. To upgrade this one, you're just gonna need 4 plant seeds. We already got one. You got to shoot the plants around the map with explosives. Pretty self-explanatory. You probably already know how to do it, so I'm not gonna go super in depth, but we'll kind of speed through it. God, I just unlocked this extended mag and it's so helpful. Okay, we're gonna save one. No, we're not. I just killed him again. Get ourselves some Juggernog. Biggest thing about this is you do not want to open that door right there. This door by the arsenal when you first walk in across from Jug, do not open this. That will ruin the challenge. Yeah, you've been warned. If you do it, probably gonna have to restart. Okay, let's keep going. We got ourselves PhD. We're gonna look at the chalkboard. If you guys didn't know, there's a bunch of guides on how to do this without coming back to it and looking at it. So M is in the bottom left. There's a little cheat sheet you can find online if you just look up Shattered Veil cheat sheet. I don't know. Here's another plant location. This should give us 2. We need 2 more. We need this. Thank you. Here's another one. There's 3. Oh, there's our last one. Sick. I missed that completely. And there's our 4th plant. Bang. So now we have all 4 plant seeds. That is absolutely awesome. We're going to go get our last part for power. Not power, I should say. I don't even think there's a power switch. Pack-a-punch. I kind of forget that they took power, the mechanic of turning the power on, out of this game completely. It's just how to get to Pack-a-punch. Go build this thing quick. Ow, that guy's behind me. And that's going to be the end of the round. We're going to hit that. I'm going to go by double tap quick. And then we're going to head down. And now we just got to kill our scientist dude, who's going to give us a floppy disk eventually. So just kind of run around down here around 10. You might have to go almost look at the Pack-a-Punch. See, until this star goes away, I don't think you can get the part. I've had problems with this in the past where it just doesn't, the dude doesn't drop it until I go up there. There we go. That was the dude right there. I got the floppy disk. You could see because he had purple eyes. I saw it in the corner of my screen. Okay, I probably should have saved a zombie, but F it. I'm going to go pack quick. And then we got to interact with this computer literally right next to stamina up. And then a bunch of parasites are going to spawn. So I'm just going to chill here for a sec. Then once this thing's done printing, once again, right next to stamina up. Oh, Lord. I forget I'm just going to pop this. Then you check, it says Yeti is my code up there. But I don't need to go back and do all the word things because... Oh, I'm going to just use one more of these just to get out of here. Because I have a picture of what the code is. Yeti and the M chalkboard. You'll see what I'm talking about on screen. So it's 3576. That's the number. Blast trap. Dude, the equipment in this game in general is just overpowered. But blast traps are a lot better than I thought. Okay, so it's 3. Bang. Get some damage on this guy. Gotta be careful with this dude. It'd be smart to have pack punch at this point. Kill that guy. And then you gotta grab this little arm piece. And that's essentially how you get the Mark II. Just the unupgraded part. You walk over into this armory area and you place it right there. And then bang. You got yourself a Mark II, baby. So do the upgrade step. We already have the 4 plant seeds like we've been doing ahead of time. But we need to find 4 of these crystals. Or you don't probably need to find 4 of them. But you need to shoot them down with the Mark II and hopefully get a canister out of it. So I didn't get it on that one. That's the first one. There's 4 of them around the map. Hopefully you get it on the first try, but if you don't, you're gonna probably have to run around. You guys probably already know this, but I just figure I include it anyways. Next one is over, so it's over by PhD, where we were with the chalkboard, and it's right in this corner over here, and we didn't get it there. And this is actually the area we're gonna be camping. There's one spawn right here. There it is. I got the part. And it dropped just a random dude out of it. But yeah, you're looking for this empty canister, essentially, right? I'll show you where the last one is because we got to go over there anyways. But that's the 3rd spawn. Now we have the canister and the plants. You know what? I'm going to turn off the rampage inducer because there's really no point to it at the moment. I'm just going to die if I have it on. The last little spot, if you didn't find it yet, is right here. So that's the final location. So you should for sure have it by then if you didn't get it. Now that we have the canister and the 4 plants, all we got to do is go over to this area right here, put the canister down, kind of right by the quick revive machine. And then we're going to start putting plants in these little like botany areas, these little cubicles, and we're going to protect it. So for whatever reason, mine isn't showing right now, but there should be like a progress bar on the left-hand side of your screen to show you like that it's done. But if you don't see it, you can just kind of look at the plant. You can do multiple of these at once. It's not super difficult, but I just choose not to, at least in this one. So that's what it should look like. So that's one done. Next one's right over here. Place it down here. Yeah, that one's done. Okay. Next one. This one's super easy to do because you just put it right here and then you activate this microwave. You're essentially chilling for most of this one. And you could do 2 at once to like speed it up like speedrunners are doing. And the last one's right over there. So you could theoretically like sit here and go there. This one was completed though, so I need one more. We're doing this one. Yeah, so I'd just be careful. If you're not the most skilled player like me, probably not going to want to do 2 of these at once. Also, if I was using Frenzied Guard, that'd be very helpful. Because if you use Frenzied Guard, you can kind of do them all at once and then just pull all the zombies to you so that it doesn't take any damage. Okay, so here's our canister. And that is it. And the buildable table is in the spawn room. I'm just going to pop this Ether Shroud because I want to do it without getting blown up. And bang. That's it. We got ourselves the marksman rifle. There's like an acid pool that it throws on the ground, and that's essentially what we're going to be using in this strategy to do like the catwalk, but it's not a catwalk, it's just the stairs. The stairs strategy. I'm going to start calling it the stairs strategy. I don't know. It doesn't have a good of a ring to it. Yeah, so that's pretty much the setup. I just got to pack this thing. Don't open that door. Now, you can buy score streaks like the hand cannon, the war machine, or sentry guns to help you with this later in the rounds when it gets closer to round 50. But for the majority of this strategy, you're not really going to have to worry about it. So here it is. Go up this little room right here, right? And then we're going to want to create an acid trap right there. And since we didn't open up the door across from Jug, this top area, we have essentially no zombies coming behind us. The acid trap from this beautiful marksman ray gun is literally just gonna hold them off. And during these mid rounds, it's gonna go the entire round. Like, there's not gonna be a problem. That was super easy. I don't think you even take damage from it. No, you don't. And then once round 25 hits, we will get Vulturade here in a sec, and I'll kind of tell you guys why we're doing Vulturade, but you can kind of set your blast traps back here and use them in a sense as bouncing betties. That's why I was saying it's like very similar to the catwalk, besides the fact that obviously you're not on a catwalk. I like this gun too because you can just line them up. The passive ability is so dang good, but the main part of this weapon sucks. Like, it's very slow and not usable for the Easter egg or faster parts of this map, but for camping it's fantastic. I don't think it counts for headshots, unfortunately, like the acid trap in Citadel, that exploit you could do. That's pretty much the entire strategy. So now in terms of augments, what I'll be showing you guys, obviously for Vulturade, which we don't have yet, we'll get on around 25. We got Picky Eater so that we can start getting more of these blast traps and decoy grenades, because we're going to be using those if we ever run out of pools of poison. And then we have a Deadshot augment that's going to help here, hopefully, which if you get headshots, it gives you a chance of getting ammo back in your magazine. Okay, so then Disciples here, right? Pretty easily take him out since the pool's still going. But if a Disciple comes and the pool's not going, you're going to be in trouble. So you got to be careful with that. I think you can get XP for your weapon, too, if you hold it out. I'm not sure exactly if that's an exact science. I know the Citadel oil traps does that if you throw a Molotov on it. We could even run the Rampage Inducer at the moment just to get rounds going faster. I might go set that up. You can get a hand cannon. I might just get a sentry gun, try that out. And then in 3 rounds, we'll be able to get Vulturade. For Elemental Pop, which I'll get in a second, I just ran the one that gives you, it procs your ammo mod that you have on. So I have Light Mend on, so that'll be helpful for taking out Disciples. And then on Light Mend, I just have Big Game so that I can potentially just one-shot the Disciples as well. So you really just got to pay attention to the Disciples and your poison pool. And that's essentially all that you have to do for this camping strat. So yeah, we got Rampage Inducer on. Let's see how fast we can run through these rounds. Ouch. I'm going to have to upgrade this gun a little bit. This might be a problem. Okay, that was just a faulty of me not having a high enough weapon. Okay, let's see. We are 34 minutes into our match time. I'm going to see how fast we can rip through these rounds, just to show you guys how quick this is with Rampage Inducer. We are back. Set it up. And that's the easiest it's ever gonna be. They're running so fast that they're just... Holy crap. Oh no, that's gotta be dealt with. Didn't want to proc the Light Men, but it's whatever. Got the job done anyways. Let's throw one of these. Oh, I just insta-killed that guy by accident. Bang. Super easy. Throw a couple blast traps back here just in case. It's just fantastic. By using the Rampage Inducer, it actually makes it so this lasts a full round. Almost a little bit more sometimes. That's why it takes so long for me to proc at the beginning of the round. Should be pretty goated. Now we just go pick up a couple more of these decoys. So now this is probably where I got to be a little bit careful, because the round's going to end before my acid trap's going to be able to be used again. So we're going to put that down. We're going to just start hucking decoys and picking up. Just going to huck a couple of these. We throw a blast trap down. And now we just got to hopefully get lucky with our... Oh, Jesus. Okay, we did. Now we got to be careful about this guy right here. Okay, got one of them. There might be one more somewhere. Come on, give me a... I need... Oh, no. This might not be good. We're going to pop our Ether Shroud right away just because we need time for this to... There we go. Right? Yeah. Parasites will get you. You got to be careful about the parasites. It's only been 10 minutes and we're, you know, 10 rounds faster. Definitely has to do with the Rampage Inducer, but you could probably get relatively close to the same speed. See if we can proc this. There we go. It's a little sketchy getting it to activate sometimes, but it works 50% of the time, every time. And if we weren't running Rampage Inducer, it would probably be easier to proc it at the beginning of the round, because it would probably end before this round would end, is my guess. Oh, there we go. Perfect timing. So now we can almost just let it cool down a little bit. Let this guy chill for a second. Go buy some perks and a 3-plate. See? Perfect. Just procs right away. because there's no time in between rounds. So you might have to wait a second between rounds if you can, but there's no problem in that. It's just as fast. There is a vermin spawn up here, though, so you just got to be careful. Yeah, we're going to have to turn off the rampage inducer. They're literally running through the puddle. We're getting to the end of the life of this strategy, but... Oh, shit. No, I didn't mean to kill that guy. Alright, we're going to have to run all the way home. Alright, we got that turned off. We should be chilling now. Okay, so that should be a lot easier to deal with now. And then there's going to be a couple vermin every once in a while that just want to join the party. It's not as fast as the Citadel strat with the oil traps, but I'd say it's more fun. This one, you got to be strategic a little bit. See how much longer it takes in between rounds without the rampage. So I'd maybe do it until around round 41. And then you're going to really want to change it up. I probably could be counting how many rounds it is until Disciple so that I'm more prepared. All right, 2 more rounds. It's 1 hour and 5 minutes. So yeah, right around an hour. You can finish this. I could have been probably a little bit faster. I wasted some time on the plants. Yeah, I think we're past our prime here. So 50's right around the sweet spot where we should just call her a day. So it's not an infinite glitch. Like, obviously, like, it's going to tick them down. I just don't think it's killing them fast enough. They have high enough health now. Bang. All right, 50. That's as far as I would say to go because they aren't getting fully killed by this thing anymore. So that's going to be it for me. Hopefully you guys enjoyed. Go ahead and try this out in your games. Get yourselves some good XP just running around 50 and whatnot. I'm having a blast on this Shattered Veil map. It's absolutely fantastic. I want to get a video out about my thoughts. I mean, everyone's doing thought videos nowadays, so might as well hop on the train, you know? We'll also be streaming Easter egg speed runs on the channel on YouTube and Twitch. Holy frickin' balls. There's a lot of these guys. I'm just trying to talk. We'll be streaming Easter egg speed runs on this map for a long time here on the channel until the next map comes out. We're doing 2-player, me and my friend Brandon. Switch it up a little bit from the single-player ones you guys are probably all used to seeing. World records be beat on those. It's kind of fun to do it. Multiplayer. And we'll do some other fun stuff along the way as well. I got some Rocket League content coming soon. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this one, and see you in the live streams. Peace out.